If you want to know how to get this look, then keep on watching, you guys. Calm down. I was having major hot flashes, okay? Alright, so we're going to start this look off with, I'm only going to make a black circle around my eye, just one eye, because we are going to be doing a mummy look. So we're only going to have one eye exposed, so that's why I'm just right now filling in my eyebrows with a crayon that I got from Spirit Halloween, just to try to make my eyebrows a little bit darker. Alright, so I'm filling that. And then my next step, you guys, is I'm going in with my Max Prime and my shitty ass makeup brush, and we're just going to squirt that down just so we can make sure that the black eyeshadow is dark to the consistency that I want it to be. And that's pretty much all I do from this point on, is just make my eye extremely black as possible, because obviously we are dead. Duh. This is what we should be looking like. At this point, I just have a black eye, and I'm digging it, of course. So the next thing I'm gonna do is a little bit tricky. Is I'm going to draw like my nose with this pencil, and this stuff was actually kind of hard to get off. I mean, just some good old soap and water will do the trick, but it did take a minute to take it off. So all I'm doing right here is kind of just giving myself like a skull looking type nose. And then I'm just coloring it in. Is going in with the brush that I used for my eye, and all I'm doing is just patting it just to make it look a little bit darker. And as you can see off to the edges, it kind of made it look a little bit like smeared and roughed, which I liked that as well. And plus it just made my nose a lot darker, which that's exactly what I was actually going for. And then right here, all I'm doing is just touching up and making my point on my nose a little bit better than what it was. And I'm just touching up my eye as well, just don't giving it that effect as well, like the spreading around the eye. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line from the circle of my eye, just kind of midway into my cheek. Because the picture that I'm working off, this is exactly how they had it. And I didn't put too much effort into this, just for the simple fact I'm dead. Everything's not going to look perfect. So I just went with the flow, you guys. And then I'm just going back in with some more black eyeshadow. And I'm just buffing that out as well and making it look a little bit more older and all that great, wonderful stuff. Alright, and this is where we should be at this point with the face makeup. Alright, so I'm just taking a piece of mouth that I picked up from Spirit Halloween and applying some spirit gum to it. And I'm putting quite a bit of spirit gum on there, and I kind of regret that because it made my face break out with these little red bumps. So I did have to cut the mouth down a little bit because it was kind of like shaped formally, very awkwardly. So I did have to cut that, but hey, it's a prosthetic. And we're just going to apply that to our side of our face, close to our mouth. And because we're dead, we're a mummy, and I accidentally got some on my lip. That was the most disgusting thing I ever tasted in my life. So all I'm doing is just making it look like I have teeth growing off the side of my cheek, because I am obviously decayed, disformed, I'm a mummy, but yet I'm coming back to life. And just make sure that it's on there, secured. Alright, so the next step that I'm going in with is probably my funnest part of Halloween looks, as I'm jamming out to my music. Is I love going in with Bloody Scab. It always just makes your look complete. Like, it makes it look extra, it makes it look a little defined, but I did get a little ahead of myself with this one. I did want to make it look like it was bruised and raised up, so I did go ahead and I applied some black going around my prosthetic, and I just gently dabbed whatever was left on my brush just to make it look like a deep punctured wound and all that great stuff. Going in with the Blood Sugar palette because it has the deep dark reds that I need to make it look a little like freshly wounded, which it turned out really the way that I wanted it to. Alright, so now I'm done with that part. So now we're going to go in with my fun part, which is the bloody scab. And all I'm doing right here is I'm just taking it on a little fine defined brush. And all I'm doing is going into the creases of the prosthetic, touching up just little parts, going around the actual outline, just to make it look as realistic as possible. So that's all I'm doing right here. Contact time, bitches. Alright, so here comes the tricky part. If you have somebody who can help you, then hey, this part will be so easy for you. But I didn't have anybody to help me with this part. My husband was at work. But this is where we're going to apply the gauze to make it look like we're obviously a mummy. And the part that got really the trickiest was trying to get it like around my body. That was the hardest part, and as you guys will see in my next clip. But like I said, you guys, if you have somebody who can help you, this part right here will be so less time consuming for you guys. And yeah, so we're just wrapping this stuff all around our head and body. And I forgot to add, you guys, I'm using spirit gum to kind of keep it in place. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little I tried my hardest, you guys. I'm telling you right now, like I said, if you have somebody who can help you, props to you, because I was so epically failing at this point. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big, huge thumbs up. And as always, I upload every 3 days due to working purposes, and I'll see you in my next video. You're beautiful. Stay true to yourself and don't let nobody tell you otherwise. See you guys, and happy spooky season.